Check. Mic check. All right, everybody. Welcome to the first edition of Happy Hour Sports. What? I'm Gary Bossog. You can call me your host. We have Tyler, T-Grizz, Teeler, Logan, Toby, Mr. Toby, Toby Stash. And welcome to the first edition of Happy Hour Sports. We are pleased and thrilled to have you here with us today. Yeah, we're doing a fucking podcast. I mean, you can call it a podcast. You can call it sitting at a kitchen table drinking Natty Lights with two other people talking about football when there happen to be microphones around. You can call it whatever you want, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a podcast.
Amen.
And hopefully, maybe more than just my family will listen to this, but at this point, we're unsure.
I got a big family.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, what are we doing here? What are we doing? A lot of people are going to be asking that. Who, what, why, where, when, and how. Who? We just went through the who. Who, what? What is this? Happy Hour Sports. What is Happy Hour? We're not just Happy Hour Sports. We're Happy Hour Sports Media. Happy Hour Sports Media. We're going to be doing all kinds of things. This podcast is scratching the surface of what we're going to be doing.
You could call it a conglomerate.
The whole reason and the origin behind this, and allow me to take a trip back down memory lane. Tuesday, all day happy hour. Hurricanes Bar, Wing and Grill. No free ads. Shout out Hurricane Wings.
Shout out.
Yeah, we're open to sponsorship opportunities starting now. Tuesday's all day happy hour. Between skipping class, allegedly, at some particular points in time, maybe calling out of work.
Post-round meal.
Right, or just doing whatever you want. It's Tuesday, or any day for that matter. We're skipping out on responsibilities and we would go play golf. And on Tuesday, right by where we all live, Hurricanes Happy Hour, we would go and we would have these exact fucking conversations at Hurricanes Bar, Wing and Grill. Occasionally the waitress or the waiter would laugh at us. And then finally me, got the energy to say, let's buy some fucking microphones and let's put this bitch on tape. So here we are. We're on tape. Who, what, why? Why? We just went after it. Why am I doing this? Because worst case scenario, this ends up being absolutely hilarious for us in 15 years. Best case scenario, it ends up being absolutely hilarious and fun
$1 million
for people right now. People our age, people older than us, our parents might be disappointed, but that's fine. This is a great endeavor. Who, what, why, where, when we're doing this on a convenient basis. We happen to be starting this at the end of the PGA Tour season. We're all massive golf fans and amateur golfers in our own rights.
Amateur.
Correct. And so this is all kind of founded upon golf, but, you know, with golf comes all the other sports talk. So, you know, moving through that own right, we're going to be filming some golf videos. We've done a couple before. We haven't really stayed committed to it, but I think that the idea behind this is that we just try and do this podcast once or, you know, maybe twice a week, whatever it is, in some combination. And also put out some good golf content in the meantime. Well, good content-wise, but play-wise, we can't promise you anything.
Miracles happen.
Who? Now we're asking who. Gary Boss, T-Grizz, Toby. They'll be here, hopefully, every episode, but we've got plenty of people that we'll be bringing on that we'll have just regular fucking guys on here just hanging out, rocking with it all. And so don't expect it to be the same every week because it won't be, and we don't necessarily know where this is going at any particular given point in time. Tyler, Logan, any thoughts on this podcast, this Happy Hour Sports Media, where it's going, how we started it, what we're doing here? Anything that you'd like to chime in on, please feel free.
I mean, we've been saying it before, but we talk like this no matter. The conversation's gonna happen regardless. So might as well record it, make some fun out of it, make some content, and shit, maybe we quit our jobs one day and we're just doing this. You never know.
That's right. Well, you know, I mean,
that's the goal.
It is the goal. That is the goal.
That's the goal.
But yes, hopefully that's my goal. That's everyone's goal here. We all look. We all watch Barstool Sports. We all listen and watch McAfee. We all watch Bob Does Sports. We're not going to sit here and fucking pretend like this is some original content. It's not.
Absolutely not.
It's not original content.
But it's different.
It's different. It's not original. It's different.
We're a lot younger.
We're younger.
We have for us.
You know, yeah, exactly.
And we're shit at golf.
Yeah, we fucking suck at golf.
We're better than
and just the conversations that we have are gold mines. I mean, gold mines in a sense of like the comedy is gold, but also like we're gambling with.
He's gambling.
We're gambling
but he's got it.
we're gambling with currency that is obviously fake because we're in Florida. The gambling's not legal here.
Yeah, we're not gambling for
right.
real.
We're doing gambling that is
Monopoly money.
sanctioned. Yes, monopoly money. We're doing all that, but we talk about this, so it might be a gold mine for you guys listening at home. We don't know. But so that's definitely going to be a component of this. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about our own golf game all the time. It's golf stories, just shooting the shit after the round, just like anybody would. Shit, we might even bring a microphone out to the course every now and again during the videos live from. Shout out the PGA Tour. We're going to talk all things college football, all things NFL. Baseball's hit or miss.
Not baseball.
No, we'll talk.
A little bit of basketball.
No, we'll talk baseball sparingly.
Just keep going. Maybe a little hockey once it starts.
Yeah, I'm a big Cardinals fan, so we might get into that. But really, we're gonna. This is all kind of built up around, sports. Happy hour sports. It's not fucking happy hour croquet. It's not happy hour.
Chess.
Happy hour, soccer. It's none of that. It's happy hour sports. We don't want to limit ourselves, so we're gonna talk about everything. And with talking about everything, I think that leads us perfectly into the conversation of the PGA Tour season has just finished up. Rory McIlroy brings home the Tour Championship. The knight in shining armor. Yeah, rigged. PGA rigged. The knight in shining armor. The PGA Tour's knight in shining armor. Gentlemen, any thoughts on the Tour Championship and or the other two playoff events?
I mean, the format gets shit on, but honestly,
it works out.
It worked out. I mean, those last 6 holes were pretty good.
I didn't watch it. I was actually playing golf.
That's honestly not the worst. I was watching it. It was pretty good. It was pretty good, Scotty, I mean, if it was a normal tournament, he would have gotten, tied 40th. He would
40 could have won. He's in that pressure of being in the top spot.
He could not hit the ball straight all day.
But that pressure on
wasn't he like 6 up?
He
was. Not only was he 6 strokes ahead of Rory to start the tournament, he was 6 strokes ahead on Sunday morning.
Because they finished the Saturday round Sunday morning, right?
Yeah, he was 23 under, I believe, and Rory was 17, tied for second. And Scotty shoots 4 over, whatever it was.
He shot over par in the final round.
Yeah, I think the winning
Good
score was
journalism,
21.
by the way.
I think it was 21-20.
Yeah, so Rory comes through in the clutch, wins it. Rory, the fact that, look, I did see this, though. Rory, so the grandstand on the left side of that hole.
In the parking lot.
Well, yeah, Rap Sheet said that on fucking Foreplay in the parking lot.
It's true.
It was crazy as fuck. Like, what's up?
Scotty Scheffler shot 3 over.
Okay, Scheffler shot 3 over. Just for everyone watching at home, while I was playing golf on Sunday with Toby, I was 3 over through 8 holes. I was like, that's almost that is as good as I could play. I mean,
You were playing
I was
golf.
playing out of my fucking ass. I said that. We were playing with that guy Jeff. Was his name Jeff?
Sure.
Guy was dressed like a Hideki Matsuyama. Neon yellow shirt, khaki pants. Yeah. He had three drivers in his bag. Guy had 3 fucking drivers in his bag. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Yeah, playing with range balls. Shout out Jeff if you're listening out there. We hope to have you on soon.
Queens Harbor.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm 3 over through 8 holes. 9th hole comes around. I slash hook my driver twice off the tee into the shit. And I think I made a 9 there, so I ended up shooting like a 44 or something like that on the front, and then everything just came unraveled on the back. But I will say I truly do feel like my game is trending upward, and I hope that someone can attest to that while we're sitting here.
Verify and attest to that.
I'm hitting it far. I'm hitting it really fucking far.
With you.
We were competing. We were competing.
You're not there yet.
I know, but so that
I mean, compared to when he used to have clubs that were made for a 5-year-old. I mean, you're what 6'1", 6'2"?
6'3".
6'3". I mean, he was using clubs for me. I'm 5'10". He was using clubs that I would have had trouble using.
If you go back and watch the historical archive videos, I mean, it's borderline embarrassing what I was doing to myself on the golf course.
Getting fitted, 1. Going to lessons, 2. Getting better equipment, 3.
One lesson.
Yeah, hey. 1 lesson's better than 0.
Yeah, well, I think it helped. Yeah, so and so the Tour Championship ends. Rory wins it. You get the whole fucking love fest with him and Scotty Scheffler's family. That to me, look, I love Scotty Scheffler, but no, just be cutthroat and fucking win the championship, Rory, and step on his throat. Step on his throat, Scotty. If you're listening to this,
He might be.
He might be Masters champion. Shout out you, brother.
Shout out.
Didn't he get $6.5 million? $6.5 million bucks. He's $6.5 million richer.
Hey, 6.5 is a great
Isn't
number.
that like last place in a live tournament?
Hey.
No, that's good. That's a good segue though.
Okay. I was just gonna say 6.5's great. 18's a little better.
Yeah, he lost out.
6 strokes.
Is that
he
10
he lost. He was 6 stroke ahead. He
How about
lost almost $2 million.
How
a
about
stroke
80
he lost.
million?
Well, that's guaranteed money. So that brings us into a good point in the conversation. So the tour season's over. We now wait on Max Homa.
Fuck you, Cam Smith.
We now wait on Max Homa to go dominate the events that no other PGA Tour player plays in. He'll probably go to that Puerto Rican championship and win it by like 30 shots because he's like the number 7 player in the world.
We're dogging on the Sanderson Farms Championship right now. Just dogging.
So yeah, we're you have to. It is what it is.
I agree.
The Barracuda Championship, whatever you want to
The
call it.
Fortnite Championship,
Yeah, Fortnite. Shout out, Fortinet, exactly.
Yeah, what a name.
Max Homa will surely go down there and win that tournament. Yeah, and so Liv. So let's pull up the list here. Do you have the list, Logan, of the guys that went to Liv?
He's pulling it up right now.
So the PGA.
We know Cam is.
Obviously he's the headliner. The Tour Championship ends, and we fucking talked about this for forever. Like everyone knew that
Something
guys
happened.
were gonna leave. Everyone knew the guys were gonna leave after the Tour Championship, and you were just wondering like which big names were gonna dip. And Leishman and Cam Smith were the 2 Aussies that were like linked to it for forever, and it was basically a done deal for forever.
They didn't get Hideki, which was honestly a shock to me.
I saw on Twitter.
I thought Hideki was.
Yes, and so like for us just sitting here, Hideki Matsuyama, like maybe not the biggest name or superstar in golf, but he's like the biggest celebrity in all of Japan, bro.
Asia.
Yeah, Asia. Yeah,
Asia. It's a big continent.
Did he won the Masters? He won the Masters. He gave a fucking speech in English.
Yeah, he tried his best.
Yeah, well, he did. We weren't there. There's no recording of it that we're aware of yet, but that's we're journalists now, so we will try and get our hands on that.
Big J.
Yeah, Big J's. Exactly. So who's got the list?
Harold Varner went too.
Harold Varner. Logan, give us a list of all the guys.
First person though, Harold Varner, he gave a statement. First one to just straight up goes, this was too big of a financial breakthrough for him.
I don't blame him. He wasn't that good.
Well, I
Dude,
mean,
he
didn't win, but he's consistent.
His only win was a European Tour event in Dubai. Okay, and then hey, he was one of the guys. He's ripping Copenhagen. Throughout the whole course. That's electric.
Huge chaws on the course.
electric.
Yeah, it is. And he's got the Jordan sponsorship.
Joaquin Neiman.
Yeah, Joaquin Neiman, big name.
I forgot about Joaquin.
Big name to go.
Youngin.
Yeah, he's actually a stud. Him and Answer go over there. I think that's like kind of a big deal, honestly.
And Carlos Ortiz will probably be a team on the South American team.
Definitely.
Cameron Tringale.
Tringale, I mean, I don't. No one cares really about him. He's good for like
It's a problem when I don't care about Harold Varner.
Yeah, but he's like a good T14 every now and again. Tringale. Cam Smith.
American?
Who?
Isn't he American?
Who?
Tringale?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he might be.
I think it's Tringale.
Or whatever. Tringale.
Either way, no one's gonna know his name.
His name reminds me of that fucking chocolate Toblerone, the triangular thing.
Yeah, the triangle long one.
That's every time I hear his name, that's all I can think of. But yeah, so a bunch of guys go over to the Live Tour, and everyone I think knew that was going to happen. Obviously, the group is headlined by Cam Smith, our neighbor.
Happens to live 10
That
minutes away from
is
his location.
kind of I don't know. He's the best one of the best young talents.
So much potential on the tour.
Yeah.
But he just, I don't know.
Honestly, I think if he
I think we go TP his house.
One more natty light and I'm there.
Maybe if we weren't recording this, we wouldn't. I mean, this in court might not hold. We don't know. We're not that legit yet, but it might not hold. But either way, I mean, did you guys hear about Gary Player's comments? Saudi golf ambassador, like he's a Saudi golf. He goes, how can you call just
Wait,
like
Gary Player is?
Yeah, he said
Gary Player's a Saudi golf ambassador. You're talking about
Yes, the old guy. Yes.
No.
The Black Knight. Yes.
He is?
Yes.
I
He
didn't
said,
see
"How
that.
can you call a 54-hole tournament a tournament?"
Oh, yeah. I mean, hey,
Which is Tiger said it. I mean, it's
yeah. If
kinda
Tiger says
true.
it, it's gospel.
Imagine if Rory McIlroy or Scotty Scheffler just wins by 6 strokes yesterday because they only played 54 holes, but then they play 72 and Rory McIlroy wins the tournament, wins $11.5 million difference. I mean,
Can't have it. Can't have it.
it's kind of I don't like it, but at the same time, they're going to make their money. You gotta respect it.
What do you get? I saw a couple
Yeah,
weeks
what
ago.
it can get.
150 million is what I saw a couple weeks ago. You're not turning down that money. I mean, under any circumstance. But I do really wonder though, like, for instance, you get okay, Liv has a bunch of guys that either used to be like stalwarts on the fucking tour or wherever
Phil
they're at.
Mickelson, excuse me.
Mickelson, call it Sergio.
Senior tour esque.
Yeah, right, exactly. I mean,
That's where it all
Henrik
started, right?
Stetson down the hill, like
Brooks has had 8 injuries in a
didn't
row.
Poulter go? Yeah, Poulter went. Yeah, and then you got injured guys. You got the Brookses of the world. You got the Brysons. You've got those guys, and then you get DJ, like the rogue, just like talent.
Coke
Like
addict.
he just went. Well, I'm not gonna.
What'd you say?
He said he was.
Yeah.
He said he's a coke addict, allegedly.
It used to be, okay?
He almost killed us one time at TPC. You remember?
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
actually pretty funny, though.
Yeah.
We were on, was it 10th?
Tenth hole.
The
10th
players.
hole?
The players. So
Got to see a shot right in front of him, though. It was pretty cool. Other than almost getting in the head.
I saw Siwoo Kim hit one off the. Weren't you guys? That was when I was wearing that fucking cowboy hat. You
Dude,
remember that?
big
When
time. That was
Siwoo
electric.
Kim was there.
I seen on the, I want to say the 15th hole, I saw Tommy Fleetwood try to hit around a tree, snapped his shaft
On the tree.
on the tree. Didn't get hurt, but he snapped his shaft. It was pretty electric.
That's fucked. See that in that particular instance, if we're all on the golf course, I mean, we're just moving it away from the tree.
100%.
Yeah, we're not breaking our clubs.
We are
Or
going
worse.
to Michelob Ultra Tank though.
Yes, Mick Ultra 10, absolutely. So yeah, but my thing with the fucking live guys is like yes, it's a shit ton of money. Like everyone gets that. Like look, everyone like.
Guaranteed, too.
I truly do also feel like we're past the point now of like yeah, the Saudi shit's really bad. Like don't get me wrong, like it's terrible. But enough guys now have done it to where the guys that are leaving now, they're not getting the reactions that DJ got, that Phil got,
No, no one
that
here.
Sergio got. They're not getting those reactions anymore. Now it's just like,
It's
you're
like,
a
yeah.
dick. Now it's like, you're a dick because you're leaving the PGA Tour. The people that made you. It's not even really like the public reception of it isn't
Yeah.
even necessarily like, you fucking 9/11 and supporter or whatever. That's what people were saying.
Yeah, dude,
that's
there's
what people were
crowds at
saying.
every tournament.
Yeah.
Like the 9/11, I don't know the
Yeah,
actual
the families at
foundation.
9/11. I mean,
The
it's
family,
fucked
yeah,
up. Like
yeah.
we all know that, but like.
At the same
It's not that anymore, though, is what I'm saying, like the public perception of it.
100%.
So you have to think, though, or at least I think this, you tell me if I'm wrong, like the guys that were truly competing on the PGA Tour recently, like your Cam Smiths, like he won the Players, he won the British Open, your Brooks Koepkas, he's got 4 fucking majors, he's won like whatever, 15, 12 times on the PGA Tour. Bryson, like he's got a major recently. He won like 3 times the season before he left. Like he's hulked up. He's just hitting fucking bombs out there. Like these guys, at some point you would have the Joaquin Niemans, the Abraham Answers of the world. Yeah, they got cash, and it's life changing. Don't get me wrong. Like I would like.
They got a pretty sick plane
Yeah,
back home
like,
too. Like, that's a lot.
Dude, it's insane. Yeah,
That
But tho-
video is all when
Yes,
Pat Perez
yes,
is
yes,
gambling
yes.
with Brooks and his wife
fucking
and Paulina,
ridiculous.
and DJ's just absolutely, definitely off his mind drunk. And he's just walking up to the table, and it's like, all right, that seems pretty.
This
fucking
is
cool.
live.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that live up the tour.
Yeah, but okay, so make pizza. So you're.
Can I-
Yeah, you can get a slice. Come on over here. But
Slide it over.
you're. Leave me some notes. Only food I've had all day. No, you can have it. So, but my point is, the Pat Perez's of the world, the DJs of the world, those guys clearly, per that video, don't give a fuck anymore about golf, or they give way less of a fuck.
DJ's catching 46-inch fucking
Mahi,
yeah,
yeah, he's doing it all.
Dolphin, like he doesn't give a
DJ
fuck.
said, I know, but they're
Almost
I hope that's on camera.
yeah.
If you didn't hear, if you're not watching on YouTube, Logan almost
Yeah,
just
watch
ate
us
a
on
piece
YouTube,
of
by
shit.
the way. Watch us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Check us out. Happy Hour Pod.
Yeah, Happy Hour Sports. But there has to be guys, the Cam Smiths of the world, the Brooks Koepkas of the world, the Brysons, the Joaquin Niemans. Like, we're gonna have to cut that part out. Let me rephrase that then, since that just fell over. There has to be guys, Koepka, DeChambeau, the Joaquin Niemans, the Abraham Answers, like these guys that were truly competing on the PGA Tour. Cam Smith, like all these fucking guys that were either winning tournaments, in contention at tournaments, like just killers, honestly, on the golf course. Like that has to, at some point, like over the next couple of years, like you lose that competitive fire, that competitive edge. Like the whole reason these guys are doing what they're doing is because they love golf, and they've been
guys.
Yeah, they've been playing it their whole life. I'm saying though, you don't think
Plenty
like
talks.
no, that's not what I'm
They're not
saying.
doing
That's
it
not what I'm
because they love
fucking
golf.
saying. I'm saying that like at some point you don't think Cam Smith in 2 years looks back and is like, damn, I could have had 10 more I could have had 10 wins at really good tournaments, and like he's just showing up to 54 event holes now, or
Whole event.
54 whole events now, like they're fucking corporate scramble events every Friday afternoon. Like it's not. I don't know. I've tried to watch it. I don't.
It's honestly horrible.
It's terrible to watch. I don't care.
Maybe I haven't watched one
fucking
with
terrible.
blanking right now, Gary. What's his name?
Faldo.
No.
No. Faraday.
David Farr.
David. Yeah.
Yeah. That might change a little bit the broadcast perspective, but like the broadcast is still horrendous.
Digital.
It's unwatchable, and it's on YouTube.
Yeah, what are we talking about? I mean, sure, they might get a Sky Sports deal. That doesn't do anything for us. We're American. We don't get that shit. What are we talking about? Also, you're talking about in 2 years, what does he think? Hey, what about this? What happens when he gets 0 official world golf ranking points? Like, if that doesn't happen, they're not playing in majors.
Yeah.
Like, majors are letting them play if they qualify. If they don't qualify, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and it'll also be. I just saw Bubba Watson said something today.
Yeah, he goes,
about,
if they don't invite me, that's their problem or something.
Yeah, which
Like,
honestly
I didn't
kind
wanna
of
go anyway.
kind of a what?
That's what he said.
Yeah, he said that. But
He'll
I
get
don't-
invited. Past champions will get invited.
yeah, he's getting
regardless.
invited. Honestly, my take is, and I guess
Do
we'll
you think
find
they will?
out.
All of them that are at Live?
I think
No, the past champions will.
No, I
That's what
think
I'm saying.
that I think that
Do you
all
think so?
I think all the live guys get into the majors for
I
sure.
don't think
For
so.
sure.
If they qualify, though.
if they qualify. But
Think about this. Next U.S. Open or British Open, they're going to be playing no PGA Tour events for over a year at that point. They're all going to be outside the top 125 in the world.
yeah, but
They're not going to qualify.
I know, but
Like, actually, though, they won't qualify. Like, Cam Smith will guaranteed play at every British Open because he won.
yeah,
Boom.
yeah, if they let him.
Players, he's not playing the fucking players.
No,
The
yeah.
past
there.
champion, but he lives 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes from there. I'm not trying to gaslight him, but like he lives 5 minutes away, and he will not be there in March. He will not be there, and there's just gonna be a fucking blank slate on that trophy.
Yeah, that's
Think about it. That's gonna
There's
be
multiple
insane.
blank slates.
Well, yeah, but like, do you know how they always have like when Rory won, he was on the face of every single thing.
Oh yeah.
Cam Smith, he
Yeah, they
ain't
can't
getting that treatment.
they can't even advertise it now like that. But
They're just gonna treat it like it was Scotty. They're just gonna put Scotty's face in
yeah,
Scotty's
what are they
head.
gonna do? Fucking advertise the second place finisher? Like, or are they just gonna put Gold Man on all the commercials?
Well,
and
even the
everything?
second, now I just remembered, even the second place guy, Arahim Lahiri,
Oh,
he went
yeah,
to live
yeah,
today.
he
He
did.
went to live. I mean, he got second.
Yeah. Oh my God, he did. That's right.
Yeah, he made a good
I
Sunday. He
forgot
had a really
about
good
that.
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah. That's
We
crazy.
were there watching live on a Monday this year.
I was at work. I love my job, by the way. If my employer is listening to this, I really do love my job. But this is
To
just.
be fair, the Mick Ultra Tent did a fucking.
I don't love my job. I lost 2 people today.
Hey, no. Whoa, you lost 2 people.
2 people quit. They walked
Oh,
out.
I thought you
mean,
meant one guy.
whoa.
Meanwhile, my
He
boss,
does
They
work
don't
at a
know you
hospital.
just-
He
you
does
have
work
to-
at a hospital. Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my boss is on vacation drinking Ronas. But you know.
Well, we're sitting here to go to
Had a couple
podcast, so fuck him.
So,
Also, Yes, the Mick Ultra 10 at TPC Sawgrass, the Players Championship.
It's a problem.
It's one of the most elite venues in all of sports. It's an arena for gladiators. It's an arena for people who like to fucking get after it. It's a liability at the end of the day. It's a party. It's fantastic, and we love it.
Shout out. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, shout out PGA Tour letting you bring in Yeti cups.
Yeah, thank you.
Shout out.
Had to have it.
That
You
literally.
guys got fleeced.
They only let
Hope
you.
you're not listening to this one, bud.
They let you get 2 at a time, and then like if you leave, you can only have 1 in your hand. But if you have a 32-ounce Yeti cup, you're pouring 3 in there and carrying another one. You got 4 beers to walk around with.
Or you just
got a
like
solid
Eric,
hour.
you tip the waitress $20 and to not pop the cap, and you shove them in your pants.
20 is a little excessive.
I
40.
agree. I think the Yeti plays the play. You don't have to tip shit.
Yeah,
They give
exactly.
their job is to give you free cans. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Bang. Right in your
Boom,
fucking
bang.
right in your hands.
Yeah, exactly.
It's electric.
Speaking of,
And that's where the Max Homa video came from. People have seen me talk to Max Homa when I had the quiet sign. You'll have to check it out.
speaking of light beers, should we?
No, that's gonna be later. We're gonna do that later.
Wait, actually, speaking of light beers too, I had an idea because we're doing it right now. At least for the first couple, every podcast we got a new beer. Like just like today's night, like
Well,
next week
yes.
it's Bud Light.
And we'll see who sponsors us first. Whoever's watching out there, please take notes.
You see this here? It's not copyright. You sponsor us. That's how it works.
That's right. Yeah, we need sponsors. This podcast, these microphones don't pay for themselves. These lights don't pay for themselves. We need you guys. We need you guys to support us.
Trev's catnip doesn't pay for
Yes,
itself.
we need everyone. Yes, we need the beers. They don't pay for themselves. We need you guys. We need you guys here. We need you early and often. We need you to be loud. We need you to be proud for happy hour sports. It's fucking happy hour. Drink up, boys. All right.
Cheers.
So let's get into college football. College football. Officially, week 0 started last week, but I mean, the week 0 is a fucking sham. We all know that, except for when Florida is playing Miami, and you're just hammered drunk in the pool watching it, or if you're Tyler Linger.
And you have a ticket in the student section and blackout before the game starts.
Correct.
Things happen.
You can
you
do
know.
that. You can also
When you
do
live
that.
2 hours away.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's-
lived there at the time. I went to UCF.
Wasn't the game in Tampa?
No, the game was at Camping World.
It was. That's the worst
Miami?
stadium, by the way. No, it was in Orlando.
Florida played Miami in Orlando.
In Orlando?
Yes.
Yeah, at the Camping World. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
right.
Emery picked me up because I blacked out. Shout out Emery. Shout out.
Yeah. Yes, we were doing the same thing. We just happened to be in Jacksonville watching it on TV. It was a very good time. But so week 0 college football. There's really no good games. Nebraska.
Cincinnati, Arkansas.
No, I'm talking week
Last
0
week.
last
Oh,
week.
last week.
Yeah.
Nebraska
so
did a classic shit
Nebraska,
job.
the classic fucking. I mean, this is just.
How many miles is Ireland from here?
Yeah, they played in Ireland.
Too many miles to lose.
How long did they have to be there to? Because like when the NFL teams go to London, they normally
there
have
for
their
the week.
Yeah, they're there for the whole week. So were those kids like were they skipping class? Like, can we look into that?
You think they actually go to school?
I mean, I would assume that at Northwestern and Nebraska, they have to at least
Northwestern's
act
a
like
very
they go.
good school. They go to class. Nebraska Cornhuskers,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Frost, baby.
but still, so the highlight of that game, was the free beer that they were giving out in the stadium. That was obviously Tyler's getting in on a beer right now.
getting it for our other co-host here.
Absolutely. The highlight of that game, the free beer, the Wi-Fi goes down at the stadium. They just start
It's an
fucking.
electric
They just
it's
start.
a great move by that stadium.
Yeah,
to just
you
take
would never fucking see that in the United States because they'd be worried about people like, like I don't know, dying because they drank too many beers, or they'd be
They're
worried
losing
about
out on-
like some 16-year-old slugging a Bud Light tall boy inside the concourse and then walking back up to his dad, possibly throwing up all over the fucking stands. In Ireland, they don't care. They just drink beer and they're watching American football. It's how it should be. I don't think that's going to happen to us anytime soon,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Jaguars are not losing that $13.50 profit margin.
No
chance.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about the bottom line in the
$14
United
beer,
States.
$13.50 profit margin. That's
Yeah.
what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
America, capitalism.
Yeah, it is what it is. Week 0, not many good games on. I'm trying to think what other games were on there. Let's pull it up.
Ooh, they were bad. Vanderbilt, Hawaii.
Oh yeah, Vandy.
I didn't stay up for that game.
Are you talking about last week?
I'm
Last
talking.
week.
We're still week 0. I did take the over on.
FSU.
Florida State just can.
More
whatever.
about that later in a different
Yeah,
segment.
more about that later in a different segment. Yeah, Vandy. a famous quote by someone very close to me. Possibly my dad said that Vanderbilt would lose to Hawaii. They actually beat Hawaii by a cool 53 points in Hawaii.
Also, I'll say this: a big winner of that week. UConn went into that game like a 26-point dog.
Dog.
They only lost by 11.
Yeah, very good cover. Very, very good cover by UConn. I will definitely be taking note of that and taking them in their following games. I will definitely be taking them plus the points. Under every circumstance, I'll be doing that until they prove me wrong. Week 0 again. It's a fucking sham.
Yeah, there weren't really
There's
any
no
games.
Florida State played a team that I don't think actually exists. It's called
I learned it's
Duquesne.
Duquesne. No, it's Duquesne's.
Duquesne's. Well,
Like Deuces.
Yeah.
Duquesne's. Yeah, but my biggest thing about that whole thing was like, just for all of you watching at home, we all fucking hate Florida State. It's they're completely unpleasant human beings.
Trash can program.
It's a dumpster fire of a program. It's been that way for forever. Forget the national championships. Forget everything. It's
crab eating Jameis.
It's just an awful program. It's an awful university. If you're a Florida State fan, we don't want you watching this or listening to this anyway. So just don't come back.
Buy the merch though.
No, just telling you, we don't even want your money. It doesn't matter. It's awful. So, but my point in this whole thing is, okay, so you get these guys, you get all the Florida State football media and everybody. They're posting about their running backs. Oh, we got a 3-headed monster in the backfield because they're all 3 of their running backs at 100+ rushing yards against.
Yeah, because they're playing a high school
against
team.
Deuce and K. Give me a fucking break. All right, so that's week 0. Week 0 is fucking terrible. We move into now though a full slate of games on Thursday. Thursday night, you can bet your ass we're going to be up watching that. Highlighted by actually a couple good teams playing on Thursday night. We got Oklahoma State taking on Central Michigan. If you remember, Central Michigan, I do believe, beat Oklahoma State at Oklahoma State either last year or 2 years ago as a massive dog.
Didn't we lose to Central Michigan?
Massive dog. No, we lost. Florida lost to Georgia Southern.
We're not talking about that. That was enough talk about that.
Yeah, that was talking Florida football. Yeah, I'm trying to look up here what the line is for that game. I'm actually interested to see because let's see. Oklahoma State, 21.5-point dogs.
That's
Oklahoma State should cover that, but they did lose some guys in the draft. Anyway, so then you got Pittsburgh against West Virginia, obviously a Kenny Pickett-less.
I think the Purdue game is definitely probably going to be the game of the night.
I would agree with you. Purdue Penn State will be very, very good. Purdue Penn State, that line is 3.5.
Yeah, that's pretty
Penn
good.
State minus 3.5.
Purdue's at home too, I think.
Yeah, Purdue is at home. More on that later. And what else do we have on Thursday night?
I went to UCF. I'm a graduate there. I'm going to be watching the game. I mean, we're playing a high school team, but I don't really give a shit. Yeah, we play South Carolina State.
Tickets as low as $5.
Dude, their tickets are always that low. Which, you know what's weird though? They sold out of they don't have a single. You can't buy season tickets anymore.
Really?
They're sold out. Yeah, which it's a smaller stadium.
Wait, they sold them out, or they don't?
They sold that. They sold them out.
Okay.
100%, which is pretty greasy.
I don't think that Pitt West Virginia game will be good at all. I don't think Pitt will be good this year. I think Pitt.
Yeah, I'm not liking that game at all.
I don't know who their quarterback is now, but I know that when you lose like a guy who's been playing there for like 5 years, that's normally pretty detrimental. I do think they will beat West Virginia.
Minnesota, wow, minus 36.5.
Yeah, Minnesota should dog walk New Mexico State. New Mexico State's one of those teams that just cashes their check every fucking year to go get beat by Alabama, LSU, Florida, any Big Ten team, just any school that has a legitimate football program. I mean, they're scratching a check. Money. That's right. New Mexico State in like 20 years is going to have a just absolutely beautiful campus, all because their spreads are fucking plus 36.5 against Power 5 schools.
20 years contender.
20 years contender, correct. Yep, they're going to have a brand new facility, and they're going to be.
What godforsaken city is that in?
New Mexico State.
Santa Fe.
Dude.
Logan, look it up for us. It's got to be outside Albuquerque. That's the only city I think I know in
And
Mexico.
Santa Fe's a city.
Santa Fe. You think it's in Santa Fe?
I guess.
That is a city.
I know.
I don't know. I'm not well versed in New Mexico geography, but I did. I think I went there actually.
Albuquerque.
Hey,
Wait.
Walter White. Shout out.
bad. Just finished
Las
better.
Cruces.
Okay.
Mexico.
Wow.
Okay, Las Cruces. We'll get into that. Friday's got some games also. Wow. Big time matchup. Illinois versus Indiana.
Yeah, that's actually a good game.
They will score a combined 17 points in that game.
Maybe 19.
Yeah, and then really the rest of the slate. You got TCU Colorado. That's actually not the worst. Wow, Colorado 13.5-point dogs at home.
Whew.
TCU should definitely beat that. But then you get into the big boy games. This is really meaningful football. Starts Saturday at noon. Saturday at noon, the boys, all of the happy hour sports boys, us three, plus the entire remainder of the squadron will be down in Gainesville, Florida, in the swamp to watch number 7 Utah take on unranked Florida.
The Gators.
Unranked Florida. Only a 3.5-point spread, but everyone knows college football home field advantage worth 6. So you're really looking at about a 9.5-point spread. So Vegas has got Utah by 10. That tells me that you should take Utah minus 3.5. I'm probably one of the biggest Gator fans out there. We all are. We're all massive Gator fans. We'll see. I don't think Utah's played in an environment like UF before.
Yeah,
I don't. They played the Rose Bowl last year, but
they're playing against neutral competition. It's not a whole keeping
It's
crowd.
a culture shock to them.
I agree.
The biggest team
I
they
agree.
played in.
They're gonna shit their pants.
I agree with
in
you.
the swamp.
I think so too. It's a night game, so the Gainesville's going to be drunk
We
as
got
fuck.
Tom Petty playing into the third quarter.
Yep.
If we're in the game, they're in trouble.
Yeah, if Florida's in that game past
If
halftime,
I'm in the
it's
stands,
go
they're in
time.
trouble.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. If there's a beer in my hand and I'm in the stands,
Yeah, I don't think we'll have any problem
Shit's
with
gonna
the
go down.
beer down there.
Yeah, I mean their closest comp to that is Autzen Stadium in Oregon. Eugene, Oregon, got 52,000 people.
yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Almost double it, and then come to Gainesville, and we'll see what happens. And also,
The
people,
that
Women's are
stadium,
gonna
that
be-
stadium might max capacity.
it's sold out. The game's sold out.
Fucking
it's
women's
one of
tournament
only the
time.
last. I think in the last 8 years, I think they've only sold out 7 games at home. Even though it's mostly sold out, like statistically, like actually box office sold out. I
Yeah.
think 7 games in the last since Muschamp or whatever. We'll see. I mean, my prediction is that Florida.
we have something to prove.
They do. They
Sure.
have everything to prove. They have
And I
nothing.
think we can do it.
They have nothing to lose. I think they can win the game. I think that honestly, my gut feeling tells me it's tight all the way up until halftime, and then in classic recent Florida fashion, they do something dumb in the fourth quarter and lose by a touchdown.
I would disagree. I think
Tell me more. I'm all for it. Tell me more.
I'm with Logan. I mean,
I have to trust Billy Napier. I mean, dude's a dog. He's brought in a lot of talent. He's coached a lot of talent.
He's fucking getting players, but they're not on the team this year. Is the problem.
still though, look at what he did with University of Louisiana. They went from to good. They were horrible. They were 3-9.
They went 11-1 2 years in a row, I think.
Yes. And the year before that, they went. I think. I'm probably wrong. I think it was 7 or 8 wins after
Yeah.
they won 2 or 3. That was his first year.
Yeah.
Then once he got his own players in, I mean, but
And that running back followed him to Florida, and he's supposed to be a stud. So
he is a stud.
we'll see. I don't think Utah knows what the hell they're in for, honestly.
But we don't either.
Correct. Yeah, Utah doesn't know what they're in for in terms of the environment, the atmosphere. But they have a fifth-year starting
Yeah, Cam
quarterback.
Rising, I think his name is.
He's
yeah.
a Heisman dark horse. He is. Fifth
So
year.
is Anthony Richardson, though.
I agree.
Anthony Richardson is gonna.
Way
He
higher.
needs to turn some heads.
Way higher ceiling, way lower floor, though. I mean, Rich has only started 3 games.
And that was Dan Mullen's fault. I mean, we're talking about. No offense, Dan Mullen. We're talking about the coach.
Fuck you.
Dan,
Damian
no offense,
Pierce
Dan.
is starting for the Houston Texans. Week
Oh,
1,
my God.
And he
Don't-
played 22% of the snaps. Like, what are we talking
That's
about?
one of the biggest crimes in football
And,
history.
no, this is what I'm gonna say. We're watching. Anthony Richardson's gonna come out and he's gonna ball this year. People are gonna be like, "You started Arizona State starting quarterback Emory Jones instead of this guy."
Yeah, that.
Like,
that
what are we
is-
talking about?
That is exactly what will happen.
Everything's going down Dan Mullen shitter.
Yeah, and
IMO.
he'll be on ESPN. He'll be on ESPN talking about that. We got a good, there's not great games, but there are games.
People are going to pretend that we're going to
Wow.
watch Oregon, Georgia.
Listen
we're going
to
to
this.
watch Notre Dame, fucking Ohio State.
North Carolina, App State. North Carolina only a 1-point favorite against App State.
They
Holy shit.
had a little bit of
Dave,
trouble.
You're gonna get steamrolled.
They
by
lost.
App
I mean,
State.
Appalachian State is a good MAC school.
Go
I love
Apps.
watching them on
Go
Merchandise. North Carolina loses Sam Howell. They also lost their running back, I think, in the draft. They basically have nothing. But
They had
jeez.
trouble in the first quarter, end of the second half against
They were
Florida
terrible
A&M.
last year. They were terrible last year.
No, last week they had trouble against
Last
A&M.
week, I didn't
Florida
see
A&M.
that. The Rattlers. Did they really?
Yes.
I didn't see that.
They didn't score a touchdown until like a minute left in the first quarter, I think.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's one of those schools that you're paying them to come there and you should win by 50.
100%. It's at Penn State, though.
Moving down the slate, I mean, just really nothing that special.
I mean, Georgia's gonna steamroll Oregon.
Georgia, Oregon, at the Mercedes-Benz Dome. I mean, calling that a neutral site game is a fucking abomination. It's there's literally gonna be 14 Oregon Ducks fans there, and
They did the same thing with the FSU LSU game. It's like the Louisiana Kickoff Classic, but it's in New Orleans.
Yeah, exactly. And they're also LSU's playing Florida State in New Orleans on Saturday. Like, can we just not pretend like that's not an LSU home game? It's more of a home
Sunday.
game.
No, it's Sunday.
It's pretty
game.
close to the tally, though.
Is it Sunday? Yeah, but it's not close enough. Baton Rouge is an hour drive, I
Well,
can tell
I
you.
agree, but
I guess, but Florida State, I mean, fuck. Like, are
Yeah,
you
Sunday.
really going to go travel and watch Florida State play football right now? They fucking suck.
Their team doesn't even travel the 2 miles from their dorm.
Yeah. Florida State only a 3-point dog in that game, though. Wow. That is... I'm going to save it for when we get to our picks, but holy shit. What else
This
do we
guy's writing
have?
something down.
Cincinnati, Arkansas. Cincinnati obviously coming off. Didn't they make the playoff last year?
No, they almost.
No, they did. I think they did.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did.
What?
They did. Cincinnati made the playoff.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, Logan, fact check.
Desmond Ritter?
Yeah, Desmond. They made the playoff.
Yeah.
And they played Michigan. No, they played Alabama.
Yeah, they played. Yeah,
Is that
I mean,
right?
yeah,
They were
you're right.
100% in
Because
the
Georgia played Alabama in the national championship game last year. Isn't that right? And they beat them. And so Michigan played Cincinnati.
playoff. Correct.
Michigan? I don't even remember that. Michigan's horrible.
Check it out.
I'm going to say this, though. Since he got in, they were the 4 seed.
They were.
So it had to
Michigan
be
was
Bama
3.
or Georgia they played.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh no, they played Georgia. Cincinnati played Georgia, and Alabama
Yes.
beat the piss out of Michigan.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I'm almost positive that's what
I
happened.
think you're right.
Logan,
He's bad at fact checking.
no results.
I got it.
I think that's what happened.
It's just showing me at the top.
I'm pretty positive. Yeah, but so anyway, Cincinnati goes into Arkansas 6.5-point dogs. Arkansas coming off a pretty good year.
Since he played Bama,
Yeah, and they got their shit rocked.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Georgia played Michigan.
Yeah. So yeah, Georgia
Shit
absolutely
on Michigan.
pumped Michigan. Yeah.
Michigan beats Ohio State 1 year and they think they're good. Like,
Yeah. 1 year, yeah, and the year after COVID, doesn't even count. 6.5-point dog. Cincinnati is. I mean, going into a hostile Arkansas stadium, I don't think Arkansas is really that good, honestly. They weren't that
Got a new
amazing.
coach finally, right? They got.
Yeah, but they had him
Academy.
last year too. No, they had him last year. What's his name? He's a big boy, Sam something. He's there. He was a former O lineman. I think Arkansas will handle business there. And what else do we have? Really, past that, we already covered the Florida-Utah game.
Florida-Utah game's the game of the week.
I think that's the game of the week. I
By a mile.
I would agree with that. And then the Sunday games, yeah, you got FSU and LSU.
Monday
But,
you got Clemson playing Georgia Tech. Like, who cares?
What?
Did it stop?
Yeah.
That's the way she goes.
Damn rip. We'll start on the pod. It's all good.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, the recording for those of you listening on the recording, it stopped.
For YouTube.
Yeah, the YouTube will be fine. We'll just
We can
post
just
the
throw a
audio.
little clip in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go through the picks. So each week, look, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this for the NFL, and we're also gonna do this for college football. But since the NFL doesn't come online for another week, we're gonna start with college football. We're going to do this weekly. Yep, there it is. Natty Light sponsor us. We're gonna do this weekly. Everyone's going to take a spread. You can take it either plus the points or minus the points. Everyone will be taking a money line. Everyone will be taking an over, and everyone will be taking an under. We will keep a total tally on this for the entire season, and we will periodically check in on what everyone's overall record is. But yeah, really, you want to get to the end of the season and be on top. And if you finish last, we might arrange for a punishment. And just so you know,
golfing with the dress on.
I saw that on Instagram the other day. The guy fucking made the shot, though. Did you see that? No, it wasn't a hole-in-one. It was from the fairway. It was from the fairway. He made it 2 on a par 4, I think.
Either way.
Yeah, still
pretty
ridiculous.
impressive.
To have a dress on and do that is pretty immaculate.
I didn't have a dress on when I did that.
Oh, yeah, you did do that. That's right. You should have mentioned that earlier.
Well, I'm mentioning it now.
True.
TBC Sawgrass 10th hole.
Player
I was there. I was his
I
partner.
got a vouch.
I wasn't there. I was at work. Very sad.
You got a call, though.
I did. I got the call, and I was very excited about it. Okay. I will start with our...
You want to go 1-1-1, or are you gonna name all 4 years and then?
No, we're gonna go category. Yeah. So for my spread, I will be taking, and I will take this at a responsible but potentially sizable amount. Georgia minus 17 against Oregon. I think that's a fucking lead pipe lock. I don't see any scenario in which Georgia loses that game. I don't see any scenario in which Georgia doesn't have their third stringers in by the middle of the fourth quarter, and I think they cover that spread handily. Tyler?
Yeah, I can agree to that. I was looking at it. I actually have a little bit of a different.
Oh yes,
smaller teams, but
please tell us more. I like that.
I'm with them on that.
I like that.
I got Memphis covering plus 16 against Mississippi State.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that, actually. I think that's a great play because I think Mississippi,
they're suspect, and Memphis.
They score a lot of points.
Yeah, but so does Memphis.
Yeah.
Memphis, their best 3 players are a quarterback, a running back, and a wide receiver. And they don't have a defense, but I'm not taking the over. I'm taking the spread.
What is their over-under?
It might be in the 60s.
That was the Memphis game?
Memphis, Mississippi State.
57. Wow.
Wow, that's a safe over, I think.
Wow.
I didn't take that. Just
Memphis.
spoiler alert,
Memphis 5 plus 525 on the money line. Okay.
I don't know. That could be a shocker one.
Spread here?
Yeah, we want your spread.
I've got Oklahoma, UTEP.
Oklahoma, UTEP.
You have Oklahoma covering?
Oh, yeah.
Oklahoma.
What is it, 30-something?
30 and a half points. That's a safe pick to say the least.
I don't know. You're trusting Dylan Gabriel from UCF?
30 points is
Versus
a lot
what?
of points.
I'm talking about UTEP.
No, but Dylan Gabriel is Oklahoma's quarterback.
Wait, do you think UTEP is going to cover 30 and a half?
No,
or
you
you think
said no.
Oklahoma will win by 31?
Easily.
Okay. Easily says easily. Okay.
FSU beat the Quavius or whatever.
DeCane.
Yeah.
DeCane.
But wasn't UTEP not that bad last year?
I've never heard of UTEP.
No, I'm thinking of this the San Antonio Roadrunners or whatever.
Yeah.
Those guys actually were.
You're thinking of
So I've got that
UTSA.
as-
Yes, those guys were.
Right there, they're playing
the
Houston.
Roadrunners.
Dude, they're only a 4-point dog against
There they
Houston.
are. Yes, they're only.
Wow.
And the over/under is 62. Let's go.
Whoa.
The Roadrunners, by the way, prove me wrong, but they cover spreads. They cover spreads every week. Okay, for the money line pick of the week, Gary's money line lock of the week. I will be taking Purdue at home to beat Penn State under the lights, 8 o'clock, Boilermaker Stadium. Yeah, I think Penn State is fraudulent. I think James Franklin, hot take, even though he signed his big extension, I think that a shitty year here kind of puts him on the hot seat. And even though we
They're
want
gonna be shitty.
didn't Purdue beat Purdue played well last year. They beat
Against
some
Ohio
ranked
State.
teams. Yeah, they beat Ohio State
Did they
last
beat
year.
Ohio State? I know they did the year before.
I think they did.
I don't want to sound rude here, but whenever they had that, I think his name was Tyler, the kid who had cancer.
Oh,
Remember
yes,
the thing?
yes.
I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, they played their ass off.
Yeah, they.
But
fucking
Purdue-
beat
They
'em.
beat Ohio State.
Purdue.
Yeah.
Let's check Purdue's season last year. I'm almost positive that they had a pretty good year. I swear they beat. I don't remember who it was, but
Maybe they fought Michigan off pretty well.
they had a good year last year. I mean, Well, I say good year. They went 9-4 last year. Purdue
Oh, they
went
beat
9-4.
They beat Michigan State.
Yes, they beat Michigan State.
That's what it was. They
That's
beat
right.
Michigan State.
That's right.
And they beat a ranked Iowa team.
I think that Purdue comes out guns a-blazing at home and outright wins against Penn State. Tyler, your money line?
Biased. I don't really give a shit. I'm going to be there. Florida plus 135.
Oh.
I don't give a shit. I think they're going to win. I'm not going there to watch them lose. They're
I
going
love
to win.
it.
That's all I have to
I
say.
love it.
Anthony Richardson, Naquan Wright. We got a good O-line. We got a almost full returning defense.
Yeah. Minus Kyrie Elam.
Also, big thing. Shout out the Jags. No Devin Lloyd for Utah. That's
Ooh.
big. That's
Yeah.
big. He
Lose
was their
some
leader,
athleticism,
and
yeah.
he was their best defensive player by a mile.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they lost a safety. They also lost their white boy wide receiver. Like that was Wes Welker-esque.
Yes.
He was good.
Did
So
he go to the Patriots?
yeah, I think so. I mean, I like the Gators. I mean, that's plus 135 being at home. Utah's not against that. That's not the worst. Like that's not the worst.
If you're getting
you know?
plus money at home as an SEC team, as a program like
You might
that's
as
as
well
good as
fucking
Florida,
take
you should
it.
take it. Yeah,
You
I
might
agree
as well
with you.
take it. That's my opinion.
Toby,
I've got Georgia, Oregon,
Georgia money line.
Georgia money line.
Toby,
Were you gonna
taking-
put $1,000 to win 20?
I believe that their money line. Yeah,
I'm not
Georgia,
betting. I'm just giving you my pick.
Georgia
Sure.
minus
It's a good money line pick, I guess.
minus 900 to beat Oregon.
Oh, to be
Logan
fair,
with the gambling experience shining through here.
we're not betting money. We're betting units.
yes, units. Yes, minus 900 units.
Potato chips. Yep.
That's a ridiculous money line to even think about taking.
But I did it.
But he
Someone
did
had
it.
to do it, and it was me.
He did it. I think.
I'm him.
I do think
He
that
is him.
I think that as this segment progresses throughout the year, that we have to cap the money line at a certain number.
Yeah, you can't just be taking the top four
like,
teams.
right, exactly.
But, hey,
like you can't take
we're learning.
Alabama to
Hey,
beat.
it's allegedly. Well, it's not supposed to be a good game, but look at the rankings.
I know, but I mean, it's not even going to be a close.
I mean, I didn't want to pick like Cincinnati, Arkansas, or Houston, and
Okay, that's fine. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you.
Also, honorable mention.
He's going to get it correct.
This is we could. All these are supposed to be our opinion, but we should make one for a lock of the week. San Diego State against Arizona is a lock.
Oh, really?
Lock.
You think so?
You can lock that shit down.
Okay, I like that.
100%.
I like
think there's
that.
six. There's 6 or 6.5 spread, but it's gonna be double that. I would bet a 14-point spread.
That San Jose will win. That will
San
cover it?
Diego State.
Or San Diego
Yeah,
State.
yeah,
Okay,
100%.
I like that.
I mean Arizona. I think won 1, maybe 2 games last year.
Oh yeah,
They're
they were
horrendous.
bad. Yeah, they were. Don't they have
horrendous.
what's
They're
his
playing
name
the
now?
Pac-12.
Don't they
What do
have
we
Kevin Sumlin as their coach? Or no?
Yes.
Yeah, they
Kevin
do.
Sumlin.
No,
and
he got
then-
fired. Did he get fired?
Oh, he did get fired. Arizona State has what's his name? The coach who used to be on
Herm Edwards.
Herm Edwards.
Yes. You play to win the game.
Emory Jones sucks.
All right, so my under. I mean, I don't see any scenario where this loses. Cincinnati, Arkansas under 52. You have Cincinnati with a brand new
I
quarterback.
don't like that.
Arkansas does not score fucking points. First game of the year, stalemate on offense for a little while. Neither of these teams, Arkansas not an explosive offense, great defense. Cincinnati with an inexperienced quarterback going into
I don't think either team has a defense, Gary.
I mean, Arkansas is a decent defense. I mean, it's an
They
SEC
lost 2
defense.
corners though.
I know, but I mean, I
That
know.
matters.
I agree. I agree with you.
And
But 52 is a lot, though.
Arkansas is putting 27 points minimum on Cincy,
yeah, maybe, but
which means
but I also don't see Cincinnati scoring any more than 17. In
that's
this
true.
game.
Then it
Now,
covers.
we're recording this, so I mean, decent chance that this comes back and bites me in the ass. But I'm taking a stand and I'm saying that this game's going under 52.
It's fair. That's fair.
Tigres.
My under is UCF versus South Carolina State. The under's 57. I mean, that game's just going to end 38-4.
Yeah, love that.
3.
That's
38-3.
that's a great pick.
I mean, it's
Really good
57.
under.
We might get 40 points. SC State, they're not getting shit.
Yeah.
I think 57's pretty high.
That's a high. Yeah, it's a high total. It's definitely a high total.
So I'm taking that.
Yeah, especially for those two teams. Logan.
I have Miami and VCU.
Miami and VCU.
What's the over-under? Did you put that down?
I did not write that down, but I just took a wild guess on that one.
Miami who?
Of Ohio?
Bethune-Cookman.
Bethune-Cookman?
Wow.
Hold please. We're doing some investigative research here. Miami.
It might not even show up on this.
Oh, here it
it's
is.
So bad.
54. You're taking the under 54.
No, that's Miami.
Oh,
Ohio
sorry.
versus Kentucky.
Look for the big U.
I'm incorrect. Is this a Thursday night game?
It's a bad game.
It's not even on here.
Dude, the UCF game isn't on there either.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll take your word for it that they're gonna go. You took the under on that one.
Yeah, total gamble. But
Mario Cristobal though coming in as a, and isn't their quarterback coming back or no?
Who?
Didn't they have that kid
Miami?
Didn't they have that kid from Houston? What was
Yeah,
his name?
what's his name?
Isn't he back?
It was something easy to say. His name was
De'Aaron King. Isn't he
De'Aaron
back?
King. I don't
Is
know
back?
if he is.
I think he is back.
Is he?
Yeah, just check it out while I go through my
I'm
over.
looking for the odds real quick. We got the over-under at 62.5.
Wow.
That's a great under.
Yeah, good under.
It's a great
62 and a
under.
half, very high total, especially for a week one game.
Bethune-Cookman's an HBCU, right?
I think so, but
8
all
on me. Pray on my downfall.
They're Daytona? Huh?
I don't know where
They're not in
Bethune-Cookman is.
Daytona. Definitely not.
But I
Wanna put
do.
money on it?
Embry Riddle. You tell me that team is in Miami or
It is within a 10-mile radius of Daytona.
It's definitely here.
Who wants to live bet me right now?
One thing I will
You
say
want to bet
about.
$1?
I bet you a beer that I bought.
Okay.
So we're doing. What is this about? Of
This is
where
just a
Bethune
live
Cookman
bet.
University is?
Yeah, what city is this in? Daytona Beach.
Oh wow. So who owes who what?
He owes me a beer.
There you
That I'm already having.
Bet, see?
Yeah. So I think that the only thing with that though, I think Mario Cristobal takes over at Miami. He was the coach at Oregon
He's
for a
a hard
long
ass.
time. He's a hard ass. That's his alma mater. This is gonna be his first game as the head coach of the alma mater.
Could be
Oregon.
a Scott Frost situation though.
I agree, but Oregon, to be fair, scored a shit ton of points last year. Miami had some good players there already. I'll be interested to see how that works out. I do like the under at 62.5. I don't think that's a bad pick at all. My over is Notre Dame and Ohio State at 59. I think that Ohio State is good for probably 38 points against Notre Dame, and I think that Notre Dame comes out guns a-blazing, nothing to lose, new coach, players coach, took over for Brian Kelly, had been an assistant there for a long time. I think that they just come out fucking firing, and I think that goes happily over the 59 points. I think that is a lock.
It's a good pick, honestly.
I think
Just thinking about it.
Yeah, I think the scenario makes a lot of sense for the over.
Yeah, my over would it's Georgia Oregon, and I have two words to say about it: garbage time. Georgia's gonna be up 28 to maybe 6, maybe 7 in the beginning of at halftime. They're gonna put in their backups. Oregon is just gonna score on their backups. They're gonna score on the backups.
I don't know.
Dude, they're gonna score on the backups.
Georgia's more likely
and
to
Georgia
run
will
up.
still score on Oregon.
Georgia's more likely to run it up than fucking Oregon is. But
okay, all right. So okay. Let's say they run it up and they get to 42. I need Oregon to get 12 points.
I think that's I like that.
It's not that. I mean,
I think that's a good pick.
And like I said, I like the garbage time. Overs are great for garbage. Or garbage time's great for the overs.
I would agree with that, and I also. I
They're
said
playing
it.
in Atlanta. They're not going to not put off the gas.
I agree with you. I said it once and I'll say it again. Georgia's gonna fucking mop that floor.
Oh,
Honestly,
100%.
if you had unlimited units, not money, but units to bet, I might honestly up that spread to Georgia minus 26.5. I think that they are going to absolutely steamroll Oregon. I think that it completely takes Oregon out of the conversation of national relevance for the entire rest of the season and possibly the next 4 years. They might get curb stomped so fucking bad. Defending national champions in Atlanta where they won the fucking championship. Like, there's no way in hell that they lose that game.
This might make Oregon regret joining the Big Ten.
Yeah. Did they join the Big
They
Ten?
are going to.
Oh
I'm
my
pretty
God.
sure. Them and USC, right?
What a joke. Yes, that's right. Yeah, USC. Forgot about that.
We'll see. I don't think Oklahoma and Texas are going to have fun in the SEC.
I would agree with you.
But I guess we'll see. That's a different podcast topic one day. But
Yep.
you're gonna see some real competition, not some Pac-12 10:30 bullshit.
Toby, you're over.
My over, ballsy over for Utah, 51.5.
I actually love
some
that.
football being played.
I love that.
And that's good.
A lot of kinks to be figured out, but a lot of things could happen.
Here's the thing.
But a lot of things could not happen.
Yeah, I agree.
Here is where I am gonna stand. That game is gonna end 27-24 or 28-24, and that is right on the cusp for you.
Yeah.
Like, quite literally, that is under or over. Like, kidding.
I'll take my chance.
And on it, maybe we get 31-24 and hits easily, or maybe 31-28 or
The
27.
good part about that too is we'll just be able to cheer for points. Like we'll be very excited.
Oh, I'm putting money on the over or units. Just because we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there, so we might as well.
Fucking units.
I'm probably gonna parlay Florida money line in the over. We're gonna fucking be there, you know.
I have a general rule of thumb. I will not bet money on my teams. If I do it, it adds a whole nother element of stress to the thing.
At UCF at the Gasparilla Bowl, I just put like $120 on the over, and it hit in the
120
third
units.
quarter.
Units. 1.2 units.
1.2 units. When I say money, it means Monopoly money, obviously.
We're just
I thought we stated
David
that.
Buster's
making the
points.
conversions.
We're never gonna be able to fucking only say units. We're
Yeah,
always
no,
gonna say
it's
money.
yeah.
It's over.
It's units, though.
It's
Yeah,
units.
they are
get
units.
twisted.
They are units. It's not American dollars.
There's at least 2 conversions to where you can't be the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Unit line. What's the unit line?
and I'll also give you the unit line.
Yeah. What's the unit
Logan's
line?
the unit line guy. Fucking minus 900 Georgia. Give me a break.
No, wait. Oh yeah, you picked.
Whatever it was, Oklahoma, Georgia.
Don't hate.
And just a little nugget for everyone out there.
FSU's gonna get dog walked.
I'm gonna do a little
It's my
bonus.
nugget.
Wow. Look at that total.
What?
Tennessee Ball State 66.5.
That should have been my under.
Tennessee is going to score a lot of points. I don't know if they're going to be good this year, but I know they're going to score a shit ton of points.
Yeah, Josh Heupel scores points.
Josh Heupel scores points. Yeah.
Hashtag Aberdeen.
If someone was asking me, if someone had a gun to my head, I would say that Tulsa minus 6.5 is just an absolute lock. Wyoming acted like they couldn't play football last week against Illinois. It was fucking abysmal. I think they scored 6 points.
6 is 31.
Yeah,
6.
they scored 6 points.
41.
They lost me several units.
I said it too. Like my lock, if I had to put
There's
one,
no way they cover that
South
spread.
San Diego State. Just put your
San
money on.
Diego
Just,
State,
just
yeah. Just put your units on that. And just as a matter of comedy, Alabama plays Utah State. 42-point dogs, Utah State.
Who did Utah State struggle against? Was it New Mexico State last week? Who was it?
I don't know, but I know that they
It was
have
a bad team.
absolutely zero chance to cover that spread. Alabama will win by 60, cover the over by themselves.
100%.
Okay, well, we will be logging all of these picks in a spreadsheet in a spread. UConn, yeah, we talked about that earlier.
UConn by 11.
We'll be logging all these picks in a spreadsheet. Only time will tell who you should be tailing on your weekly bets. I think that if you have unlimited units to bet, then I would follow Logan because he just gave you a lead pipe lock minus 900.
100p.
Yeah, and that's talking college football. I think that next week we'll have a really good show. We'll have a college football recap. We'll go over all of our picks. We'll give new picks, and we'll also do a full-fledged NFL season preview.
I think it's safe to say next week's gonna have to take 2 podcasts.
Next week is going to be an extendo, if not 2 podcasts. We're going to do it. We're talking division winners. We're talking future bets for MVP, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, division winners, AFC Championship winners, NFC Championship winners, Super Bowl
It's gonna have to be its own
Super
show.
Bowl matchups. Yeah, we're doing a full NFL season preview. All of it. We're talking teams, win totals, everything, and week 1 matchups. So we're gonna do all that on the next show. And yeah, I think that now that we're going to be probably power ranking teams also, maybe giving a few power rankings to the teams. And I think that brings us right into the power to the rankings. Power to the rankings.
Of beers.
Every show we will do something, or possibly not every show, but in several shows we will be doing power to the rankings. Power rankings this week.
This is not tier talk. This is power to the rankings.
This is power to the rankings. This is power to the rankings. We'll be doing this week. We'll be ranking light beers. We'll be ranking light beers. Right now, we're drinking Natural Light.
No, we're not.
Oh yeah, they're gone.
They're gone.
For all of you listening,
15 pack was destroyed during the recording of this episode.
that was it.
Viewer discretion advised.
So, are we doing 3 or 5?
I've got 3 written down.
Oh, you already
I can
did
do
it.
3. I can do it.
I can go 5 deep.
I can
think
do 5. I can do
think
5.
I can rock with 5 deep. Logan, I'll let you start with your 3, and then we'll tail on that.
All right, we're going 3, 2, 1 here.
3 being the worst. 3 being the worst.
Yes.
1's the
worst.
best.
Correct.
Okay.
At 3, I have a nice ice cold Bush Light.
Ooh.
At 3?
At 3,
Okay.
love a Bush Light, but it ain't number 1 and it ain't number 2.
Yeah, it is.
Number 2, Mickey Ultras,
Good pick.
all-time classic.
Yeah.
But within the last 2 months, the number 1 reigning champ is
Natty Light.
Natty Light.
Natty Light. In the
Cheap,
hand.
Good. Does it all.
So re-enlighten me on your. So you went number 3, Bush Light. I'm not going to give away my picks yet, but I mean that's unbelievable. 2, you said Bud Light.
No.
No, you should
Michelob
have make Ultra.
Oh, okay. Mick Ultra, very good beer. And then 1, you had it Natty Light. Okay, Tyler. We'll
I'm doing
yell at
5.
each other after
I'm
this.
doing
Yeah,
5.
I'll go 5 with you.
I'll tail the Natty Light pick at my 5 pick. I think that's a good beer. My only thing is, it's like I need 2, maybe 3 extra cans to get where I would get with a normal beer. Like, for real. Number 4, I'm going to go. It's sad to say, it used to be number 1. It used to be a really high favorite. I'm going to say Coors Light.
Ooh, wow.
I'm going to say Coors Light at 4. Not too proud about it. My family members would be kind of pissed, but
Coors Light
that's the way
was
she
a
goes.
solid 5th pick for me.
Yeah. 3rd pick, gonna go McUltra. You just can't go wrong with a McUltra.
I agree. It's very crisp.
It's very good. It's very
refreshing
light.
beer. And you got
the skinny cans.
They mix it up with the cans.
They mix
exactly
it up with the
what I was
skinny
gonna
cans.
say. You know exactly what the fuck someone's holding when they got a
Yeah.
Mick Ultra in their hand.
Number 2, everyone loves it. Dilly Dilly, Bud Light.
What?
Right? What? That's nice and easy. Bud Light, you can get it anywhere. And I know this is gonna make some people upset. I don't really care. I'm going Bush Light. They have the best cans in the game. Best cans in the game by far.
That's
you
true.
cannot argue that. And they don't taste like shit.
That's true. They do taste like shit, but
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't. No, they don't. That's my top. And I would like to add, Miller Lite deserves to be in jail. Jail sentence. Jail sentence for Miller Lite. Get it the fuck out of here. All I'm gonna say is, fuck Miller Lite. If you're gonna take anything away, take that away.
I will be following this up with my power to the rankings. My number 5 rated beer is, in fact, the reigning and undisputed jail beer of the year via pick by Tyler Linger. I will take Miller Lite at pick number 5. Jail. Prison.
Shouldn't
they might
even
send
be
me to prison.
discussed.
You can make prison beer better.
I was out on Miller Lite until, honestly, we went to that NASCAR race, and I had about 6 of them, and I was like, this is refreshing. I mean, it was good. It wasn't the best, but I would drink it any fucking day over Busch Light, any day of the year.
You go to South Dakota.
I've never been. I would like to go. My fourth ranked beer. And, I'm having a little bit of a problem with how I ranked these now that I'm looking at it, and I'll elaborate on that in my next pick because I'm going to stick with what I did because I'm a true competitor. Number 4, Coors Light. Coors Light.
I was there.
Coors Light used to be way up high on my list. I think I kind of...
Mountains are blue. You love the mountains being
the
blue.
mountains being blue is huge, especially if you're on a dock or a boat or any natural water feature.
Huge.
That's massive. Number 3 for me, Natty Light. Really good football beer. Really good tailgate beer. It goes down smooth. You can drink a lot of them. Good cans, too. You got the Eagle on there. You got the fucking red, white, and blue. Just a classic,
It is a classic.
just a classic under 25 beer. Number 2, I will be going with its close brother and or cousin, Bud Light. I've been on a big Bud Light kick lately. One of, if not the best, football concession stand beer in the game.
You can at least say it's the most classic.
Yeah, no one is gonna argue with you if you say I'm gonna get a Bud Light. Do you want one? Everyone's saying yes.
Everyone.
No one is saying no to that. It's not controversial. It is the most vanilla of the light beers, and it always does the job.
Always.
And my number one pick, I think, is no surprise for anyone here, will be Mick Ultra. Mick Ultra, as we went over earlier, it's got that little red ribbon on the can. Good beer. Now, I will say, though, that Mick Ultra, Bud Light, and Natty Light, all very similar taste. Very similar taste, just a little bit. I mean, that's the exact. I mean, if you're looking at it like Mick Ultra is rated, that's like they're selling that one for more than all the other ones. And that's exactly correct. But I do think, honestly, that we may not have given a fair shake at these beers. I feel like we're missing one. And I think that beer is PBR. I think we're missing.
Nope.
No one mentioned PBR. I'm not saying that it's the best. I'm just saying that it wasn't even mentioned. I feel that we've.
There's a reason why it's not mentioned.
Yeah, but
every establishment in America charges $2 for a tall bottle.
I know, but we didn't. I'm giving it an honorable mention. I'm not saying that it should be in Power to the Rankings. I'm just acknowledging that it exists.
Wait a second. I have to switch my. It's not American, but it's North American.
Hold on, let me. Is
Okay,
it gonna
go
be
ahead.
Canadian?
Possibly.
Is it gonna be
Mexican
fucking
Corona Light.
blue Pabst or whatever that thing is?
Labatt Blue Light.
You have not had one of those.
Yes,
Where have
I
you
have.
had that?
I had the first one I ever had was at the cigar bar in St. Augustine.
What?
Yes. When we went for your birthday, I had like 4 in that establishment.
They have that there?
Yes.
I've never had
A
one.
lot of places don't, and when I was in South Dakota, everywhere has it. It is a good. If you've never had it, it is a good beer. Now you can't, like, we're in the States, you can't just go to 7-Eleven, can't go to the gas station, just buy Labatt Blue. But it is a very good light beer.
Huh.
It has to be stated.
Okay.
If you're gonna mention PBR on this list, I'm gonna mention
I got
On the
you.
wall.
Labatt Blue Light.
That's fine.
That's the go try it at home, folks.
Okay. Must try.
Must try. But finish your statement.
No, that was perfectly fine. I think that's Power to the Rankings of beers. We'll have another Power to the Rankings next week, and we're going to close this with up and down for par. Getting up and down for par. We'll be chiming in on one thing that's up this week, and let me rephrase. A person, place, or thing that is up this week, and one person, place, or thing that is down this week, trending downward, trending upward. I will start with my getting up. My getting up is the Washington Commanders running back who got shot while he was having his car robbed, and then he walked into the facility the other day to go greet his coaches and whatnot on crutches.
He made the team, right?
He did make the team. He's on the active roster.
That's fire. Good for him.
He's up. Yeah, clap it up for that guy. I apologize for not having his name in front of me, but shout out that guy for getting shot and still being on an NFL roster, and will probably be the starting running back when he comes out of that. I want to say his name was like Brian Robinson.
Wow. Brian Robinson Jr.
Is that him?
It's him.
There we go. Shout out my memory.
Shout out.
Yeah, he is my getting up, and my my going down is drum roll. Not Happy Hour Sports. Happy Hour Sports is on the up and up. Please continue to tune in week after week after week after week after week after week after week. What? We will be continuing to put out content, golf, football, sports, reactions, just everything. We're doing it. We are not on the down. We're going up. It's Happy Hour Sports. Keep tuning in. Tyler Linger, take it away.
My up of the week. Getting up,
going down.
My getting up of the week is FSU fans' hopes. They can get up as high as they fucking want. Sure, you rushed 300 yards against a JV team. Pretty sure Nice could have done that against Duquesne. I don't give a fuck. Keep your hopes up. I can't wait till we play you and wax the floor the last week of the season.
There we go. Friday after Thanksgiving.
Yes, I don't even get. Keep your hopes up.
Yep.
If you're listening and you're an FSU fan, you definitely did not make it to this point in the podcast. I would fucking hope not, because we don't want you. But if you're listening, your hopes are way too high. Shout out Peyton. Go fuck yourself. My going down is people starting to go back to classes. Where I'm out of that zone, I had to listen to my brother complain about his homework. That sucks, bro. That fucking sucks.
All that needed to be said.
That's all that needs to be said. Great point.
My getting up is coming from a personal experience. Was getting up at fucking 7 a.m. to go to this damn NASCAR race.
Getting up.
Filling up the car, putting air in the tire, making sure the boys get down to Daytona. Had a great fucking time. Saw Joey fucking Logano crash. Fuck you,
That's
Joey.
a good up.
Fuck you, Joey.
Very good up.
Very
And
good
then a
up.
fucking massive crash in the race. 120 laps.
Gotta see the big one.
140 laps through. Then we got shit on by some rain. That's not the downfall. The downfall was me going to Queens Harbor and shooting 2 birdies on the front 9 and overall shooting like an 84.
Oh, no.
That's
It's not bad,
It's
but-
not bad. I mean, I take that.
2
out.
birdies, you should be in the 70s.
Yeah, I'll parlay into that. I'll say it again. I was 3 over through 8 holes, and I think I ended up shooting a 94. Just absolutely brutal.
That is
I went-
brutal.
Tough course.
Very tough course, but to be completely fair, we played the same 9 holes twice, and I played that bad on the second round of the 9.
No alcohol involved in this.
No drinking on the course. And for everyone listening at home, by the way, like, we're gonna drink in football games and stuff, but like we're responsible young adults here.
Don't
We're
drink
drinking
alcohol.
responsibly,
don't-
and we're,
yeah,
we're
don't-
gambling units responsibly
Correct.
as well.
Yeah, we're gambling units responsibly.
Maybe not roulette, but
Well, boys, I think that we wrapped it up for the week.
Wait. I have another going down.
Yeah, give it to us.
Shout out T-Bone. It was a good time. It was a good time. Rip T-Bone. That's all I have to
R.I.P.
say.
T-Bone.
R.I.P.
Emma Queener walking into the pod now. We are just wrapping up, and I will say that we will come back early next week to build anticipation for the gigantic Thursday night football. Thursday night football game. Rams versus Bills. We will cover all things NFL in our next podcast. We will be doing a big podcast of all NFL things. We will be certainly continuing the segments and the conversations that we started off with here. We hope that all of you have enjoyed this podcast, all 7 people who are listening to this. Hopefully next week we might make it 10.
Double
And
digits.
with that, Happy
me
Hour
over here.
Sports is out. We will see you next Happy Hour. And until then,
Rock on.
drink it up.
Drink it up.
Thank you.